Farmers lately have been looking for any silver lining to all of the weather-related challenges of this past winter and spring. And not sure if you caught it or not, but we just showed corn and soybean prices are actually way up. In large part, that is because there is so little of it this year. Former Ag Secretary for the state of South Dakota and a local farmer and rancher, Walt Bones, is back with us this morning. You were just pointing that out here. How are you?
Good.
Good. You were headed actually to the state Ag Summit, the Governor's Summit.
Starts a little bit later on this morning, yeah.
And you're taking a tour of
SAB Biotherapeutics.
This morning.
Yeah.
There's a lot happening in the industry right now and a lot to be excited about. But right now, we've got kind of this crisis to talk about. I was asking, when is the last time you drove around the state and saw bare fields like we have?
There's, you know, it's kind of regionalized in some places, but generally, we've still got probably a fourth of our crops that we haven't been able to plant yet. A month and a half ago, we were wondering if we were going to have anything even that we could harvest or bale up for feed for the livestock and so that looks like that's playing out a little bit better. I mean, people have had a chance to get in and got a little bit of corn planted, some soybeans planted, but not nearly what we would normally have.
I was going to ask, so now that you kind of know and everybody kind of knows the situation that you're in for this planting season, where do the concerns shift looking forward?
Biggest concern right now is that we don't get an early frost. Everything is so late. You know, hopefully some of those seasonality things kind of get pushed back. The crops that are in are late, and so they need time to mature so that they can either be harvested for the grain or for the forage or whatever it might be. But you know, typically we'll start cutting silage you know, around Labor Day, you know, just right the last week of August, and I'm guessing it's going to be mid to late September by the time we get there. Just everything has just been pushed back a month.
What happens with the supply of corn and soybeans being so low?
As you can see, the markets are rallying. I mean, the reason I think that the markets were down so low and have been for the last couple of years is that we have had surpluses, a lot of carryover of corn and soybeans going forward. So there was no need for end users to go out and compete against each other, which would raise, you know, the competition raises the prices. Well, we've got all kinds of corn and soybeans around. Well, we're starting to chew into some of that.
Real quick, you had mentioned you really want to remind folks there's the Farmer Stress Hotline, the Avera Hotline. Yeah,
this has been a challenging year, and the folks at Avera do have a Farmers Crisis Hotline that you can call into and just talk. And so we've been trying to encourage people to do that. Just talk.
There's help available.
Yeah, there is.
In a lot of different ways. You just got to let people know you're struggling.
It is.
Walt, it's always great to have you in. We hope that the summit today goes well. We're looking forward to hearing more about that, and stay in touch.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be right back.